Hey everybody, it's Eileen. Sorry it has slipped my mind. I forgot to share in the group, so I just went back over to the fan club and shared that I was going live today. It's been just a bunch of meetings, and I have something after this too. So anyway, I hope you guys can find me. um, Let me look over here. Let me see if there's comments. Nope. Oh, there's Charlotta. Hi, Charlotta. We are going to have so much fun today. Hey, Joellen. This is just a relaxing, fun thing to make. It's like addictive. Once you get going, you just want to make a million of them. So these are things that you can use. You have them at home. You have all the supplies. Hi, Elaine and Cindy. We're going to be making these cute little they're just recycled cans. Hey, Lynn. Hot Phoenix. Ugh. I'm glad you're there, Lynn, and not me. I'm sorry. But this is a little twine dispenser. So you want to think about what it is that you want to make a dispenser for, a little caddy for, or just decorate them, and you can put a candle inside. You can punch holes in it. Hey, Denise. Hi, Jane, Allison, Anna, Diane. Good to see everybody. So that's what we're going to do today. I have a whole bunch of stuff spread out on my desk. And to do this, we're just going to use like basic materials. Like I said, if you have Mod Podge or some kind of glue, you guys know I use this stuff, decoupage matte. I like this. I like a matte finish. I don't like the glossy so much, but I do like the glitter, the Mod Podge glitter. I don't have any, but it's cool. Hey, Angie and Denise, Lisa, sitting out on the back deck watching a 4-year-old trying to pitch to his big sister. Aw. Hey, Allison. I'm just trying to think if there's any. Let me see. What did I write here? Oh, I wanted to correct the record. Last time, my mind went blank and I couldn't remember who sent me all those cool buttons that had the factory. And that was Candy Quirent from, I think, Missouri. So anyway, thank you. And thank you again, Candy. I'm sorry I forgot. I just had a little blip there, you know. The good thing with what we're going to do today is, we're going to use napkins again. And if you need to, you can use them for your nose to clean up spills, to clean up messes, whatever. Hi, Allison and Helen. Hey, where'd she go? Chris and Laura. Karen, how are you? Hi, Vicky. So there's Uwaka. You make candles in old milk tins. So yay, yeah, candles would be perfect because, I mean, they're recycled, and you can get all different sizes. This one, I don't know what it is. This one I had already painted, so I brought it over because I love this color. Hi, Maureen and Linda. So we're going to work on a couple different things. You can also do jars. Like this is one that I did a while ago, and we had a live. My friend PA came on with me, and we made these. This was like at Easter time, so I had like a little Easter chick. We used napkins. I used pages from old books, sheet music. I'll show you that in a minute. So this was, in fact, I think we were doing May Day, and we were going to put little flowers in it and hang it on our neighbors' doors as a surprise. So this is an old spaghetti jar one. So you can paint them ahead of time or not. There's so many options for this. I hope I remember to tell you everything. These are cute little ones, if they even have them anymore. Baby food jars. You're in the garden weeding. You painted a bunch of cans last year and have them ready to decoupage. Oh yeah, do it, Brenda. And put it in the group so we can see. Yeah. So lots of things you can use these for. They're free. And probably you have all this other stuff too. So I found that I had this one that's already painted, but let's just paint one and see. Also, I just wanted to mention that next Tuesday, we're going to have a special guest, just quick, but she's going to talk about something that's happening pretty soon. And I'm also going to be doing a project for a company that has a new product that I'm really excited about. So we're going to do that. All right, Jane's going to make some dragon eye journals for 2 of your great nephews. They will love them. I remember, I think it was you that made them before, Jane. Going to create crinkle effect covers with tissue paper, but could use the ply sheets removed from the pattern element of the napkins. That's true. And just paint over it. Yes, and Charlotta is an amazing photographer. Yes, it is interesting, Cindy. It's really, oh, you mean Jane's? I hope Jane shows us that when she's done. I think, is it you, Jane, that had done them before? Because I remember seeing one. It was like, wow, it was like scary, kind of. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, Susan. We're losing steam. I don't know what's happening. If my Facebook is not working or what. But anyway, we're just going to keep going. I think I'm like dropping or something. In California, number of COVID is on the rise. Oh, you haven't done it, Jane? Okay, somebody did, or maybe it was a snake eye or something. Really wild. Anyway, all right, I'm going to do my little thing here and turn the camera down. And I am getting pretty good at that. I'm afraid to say it, but I love my new holder from the commissary or the PX in Korea. It is. It's really cool. All right, this is what I'm going to be working on because this is messy. Okay. So if you want, you can paint your can first just with a real sloppy, coat of gesso or white paint or colored paint. This was just an acrylic that I had, and I just wanted to get it down because I didn't think that things would stand out as well on the plain can. And plus, some of them, it's very hard to get the glue off, and it looks bad. So I wouldn't want to have that. Oh, sorry, wait, let me put this up a little bit here. I don't think I would want that showing the glue. So that's why I painted over some of these. Okay. This one you can still see there's some white underneath. This one is interesting because this I used a colored background napkin, which really was cool, and I decoupaged it, but basically I could have just painted the napkin on it. I got maybe a little more pattern, but this one is not that interesting. It's all the same napkin. But on the other hand, I was just making this to hold a little thing of twine. So it's not, I don't go crazy on these because if I'm using them for a caddy or something, because for one thing, I don't like a lot of stuff getting stuck, like if I had buttons or something that could catch, or it wouldn't nest as well with another can or whatever. So I don't put a lot on that's dimensional, but I do like to have the pattern. This I just added on here and I'm not sure I like it, and it's not sticking. So you have to kind of play around with it a little bit, but overall it's very, very fun. So let's go ahead and just base coat one of these, and we'll do that, and we'll do a baby food jar. That one, we'll do this one. I don't like the glue on that. So I'm just gonna, and to do this, now this is just, like I said, I'm using this because I have it, and I know that gesso covers pretty well. And white paint, it might, depending on the quality of it. Hey, Jean Award. Hi, Jane. How did you stop the can from being sharp? You know what? I have this Pampered Chef can opener, and it goes along the sides, and it takes the top off around here. It doesn't, it leaves really smooth edges. So I like it a lot. In fact, I bought it for that reason, because I was using a can opener, an electric one. And then I just thought, oh, I don't need that. I'm going to get the calories I burn by cranking it. So it's just a hand can opener. So you have to kind of make sure it's one that has that feature. All right, so we could do the bottom too. Why not? We have stuff on our brush. It's so therapeutic to paint, don't you think? And you don't even have to worry about it because we're going to be putting another coat. We're going to be putting a lot more stuff on. Now this one, you could paint it inside if you wanted. It's a little harder, but you could spray paint it. I've kind of thought about that. What if you just aimed a can of spray paint in there? But it sounded a little scary, so I just painted on the outside. And again, I'm not worrying about being really caring about it too much. I just want to get down something so that when I put my other stuff on top, it will have something to grab onto. All right, I'm going to just put that in the water to soak. Now, oh shoot, I was going to do this one too. Hang on. This is really a cute size. And this is what I use for my corn when I'm making my fake KFC famous bowl. It's a little can of corn. And I buy it because I just think it's so cute, this size. And that's the one of the holder, the jute holder that I had already made. It's the same size. So depending on what size your jute or whatever it is, that you could use it as a vase. What else would you guys use this for? There's so many things. Holding your tools. I don't know. What do you guys think? But see how fast it goes? You can base coat a ton of them. You could spray paint them too. Let's see, Liquitex gesso. This is a high quality gesso, but I couldn't find my other stuff, so I just used this. And I didn't use that much because I'm only putting on one coat and I'm really not going crazy with it. Okay, and I'm going to cover this up anyway. All right, so that is drying. So while that's drying, let's go ahead and work with this one, even though this is bigger and not as cute. I'm going to put these aside so I don't mess with them. Yeah. All right, and let's just go over some of the things. In fact, I might just put this in back in here because there's not that much, but every little bit helps. And now I can use this for my decoupage stuff. In fact, that might be kind of cool to tint it like a white, you know, a little coating over it so it's kind of muted. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so here, let me just show you some of the things that you can add on the outside of one of these little jars, okay? I think I better get them all in there. All right, you can use scraps of fabric, you know, and just like, I like to tear it because it just looks a little more vintagey. So let's just tear a strip of this. You have to give it a little there. My mother was horrified when my sister and I were cutting strips because we were covering my trailer. We were doing cushions for my trailer, and my mom was just like, you don't tear the fabric. But I think that's a fairly new thing. I think we finally converted her. Isn't that pretty? So you can use this. Here's some more fabric, just different colors. I knew I was doing lemons and yellow, so I thought maybe I would use that, but maybe I want a little difference too. Gesso is good for base coating, yes. Monomender, electric or hand, I'm not sure what that is. Okay, this is just old sheet music. Look at that. He thinks that ever the artist is first a man. We could write "wah" in there, or use this side. Tears of sincerest anguish. Oh, I don't know. That's kind of sad. Anyway, I don't know. Ooh, tingling. Uh-oh. I don't know where this came from. I thought this was like, oh, this must be a love book music or something. Anyway, you could just tear this strip off and not have to mess with any of that other stuff. But whatever you want to put on here, probably people will not see it. Okay, here are some dictionary pages, which are kind of cool. So you can either cut them that way, you could trim them with your trimmer, you could use a ruler. But if Make a furor. What is this today? Frolicsome. That's a good one. Also, what I do sometimes is I think they call this a master board. I take a big sheet and just when I have extra stuff or I have leftover gesso, I just start painting that on so that I have, just a bunch of patterns that are kind of cool, And now look at the difference. That's on brown and this is on white, but it's the same napkin. So you get a lot of different looks and it's just kind of cool. So that was in my pile. This is like a thin craft paper. I think maybe it was like packing paper. So this could be kind of cool. And I like the thought of the torn edges. So, that might be something we can use. You can use tissue paper, really anything that's thin. You paint flower pots too and put flowers in them, but waterproof them. Yeah, that's a good idea. Yeah, because now this I don't think would go, but it's tissue paper and it could work. And because this tears nicely too, So that's cool with the foil actually. What else? This is a coffee filter, which I had used, I think I don't know what I did with this, but it's kind of pretty. So this might work, something. We'll see. There's some more. I think maybe I was cleaning my paintbrush. I don't know. This is wrapping paper. I think you're seeing a pattern of the colors that I'm currently liking. But you could use this wrapping paper. This is pretty thin too. And the thing to remember is which way. I like having these rough edges and I like how they look with the white. So when you tear, the top one creates that effect. And the bottom one, doesn't. So just keep that in mind. And then here are napkins, and this is what I started out with. So that's what I used. And then here are some more dictionary pages and just pieces of paper that I had in my stash. I have like someday I'll show you my organizer. It's not organized, but it's a system of some kind. So I'll show you that sometime. But anyway, I'm going to put these over here and we'll just kind of pick through and start laying them down. Okay, so here is my original thing. Now there are a couple things you can do too. On top of this, if you want, you could put adhesive, the double-sided adhesive. You could lay that down and then attach stuff directly to that and not have to mess with the medium, but I think I'm going to do everything like old school today. So I'm gonna use my paintbrush and dab this on. These brushes are sad. That's all I can say. All right, let me get my pile of stuff here. So I think I'm gonna start laying down some base here. And I think I'm just gonna take this and go around it. Thin layer. Oh, it just fits. That's perfect. Didn't plan that one. All right, so now we want to get our decoupage medium. And I don't think that's going to go with the white. That's kind of lumpy. I combined two of these together, and I think there were like pieces that had gotten congealed, and they're in here now, but oh well. So the way you do this is, I know that I want to put it around the middle, so I'm just going to do a layer of the adhesive, and you have to work pretty quickly around the middle. And then we're going to lay this on top. And you're just going to paint over it again. And don't worry if it doesn't stick, it will. I just think this is so much fun because, first of all, you have all the stuff. It's recycled. That's a benefit. You're using things you have, which always makes me happy. And you come out with a unique item. You can't lose. All right, so we have that down. So let's now do some little, maybe this. You know, and the pieces don't have to be symmetrical or lined up or anything like that. You just kind of put it where you want. It can overlap. I don't like those straight pieces. That's why I put that at the top. Not that I don't like them, but they don't look natural, or, you know. And let's put one over here. Oh. Did I mention this is messy? Very messy. Fun messy. And so you just kind of keep going with this as much as you want, or as little. See one of these. Yeah, it can go right there. All right. So there's no right or wrong, another good thing. And let's see, you decoupaged a paintbrush the other day. That's a cool idea. Sometimes they just get where they can't be used anymore, like these are almost, but yet I keep reviving them. What else are you guys doing? Flower pots. I assume you meant the handle. I'm not sure what. Hey, Teresa, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything is well. I wish, you know, Teresa was supposed to come here one time, and I don't know what happened. We just never could. I think we were just coming in from somewhere, or I can't remember. I don't know if I'll ever see her again, though, because she lives in Washington. I haven't been out there in a while. Washington State, that is. All right, so this is looking good. Shaping up. And you don't have to do the whole thing, but you can. But then we shouldn't have bothered painting it white. Let's just do some whiter pages. Oh, that's pretty. Do one going up and down. Running out of room here. Well, let's just go right there. We can go on top of the music. I'm using a good bit. Oh, I must have collaged that. Cocaine? Ugh. I'd rather look at the berries. So you guys all doing okay? Anybody going on vacation? I know Jane just came back. Looked like she had a great time. All right, let's layer on some fabric, you think? It's like we don't have much room here. Maybe one coming down here. I may just cut this. Where my scissors go. I like that color. And this is kind of, and after a while it seems like you get the adhesive on everywhere, so it's all sticky. It does dry though. I'm going to put the color up here. Okay. This is fun. Are you guys making stuff, or are you just watching? Okay. All right. And let's add on our napkins. And this is, oh, I forgot to show you. I have a new collection of napkins going in the Etsy store. I was telling you, I'm seeing them everywhere. And I also found that, and I just thought I have to include that because that's just so pretty. I mean, on there would be stunning. Over on top of the text, you know, and you'll see through. This one I really liked. This was cute. Look at that adorable little edge. And the gingham or kind of houndstooth and lemon. I think that's really pretty. There's also paper collections out, you know, lemon twist or something like that. This one is pretty. I like that it's got the name there. And this just simple little lemon with a bee. And this kind of watercolory one. And that one is not lemon, but I don't know. I just liked it because it had the bee and it had yellow. And then this one, which I did cut out a bunch of those because those will be easy. The thing about the backgrounds is the white is better if you want it to see through, if you want to see through your thing. And then this is like lemon, lime, and I don't know what that is. Or oranges, maybe? It's very unbelievable, all growing on one plant, but I mean, the colors are pretty. So those will be going up in the Etsy shop later. So if you're interested, go ahead over. I also have some other collections in there. All right, now this is going to give us the color. So we still can add if we want. We can add some papers, but let's see how it looks on top of this. It's like a little, and look at this. It just blends right in. Now this one, it doesn't really because this is a little darker, you know, so that's interesting. I want to see how that dries. Hey, Pammy Jo Bray, loving all the lemons. All right. Hey, Mitziana. Yeah, napkins are fun. All right, let's see what else here. See, the ones that have the straight edge, I usually put them on the bottom. But I want some to go through some type. Yeah, like right there. Oh, I don't want to cover up my, I don't want to cover up that or that, but I just painted that on. Maybe I can go this way. Or move it over, I guess. Not sure I did below it, but it's still pretty sticky from whatever I did before. And if something goes over, just kind of paste that down. Yeah, this is going just fine. And you could layer, if you found out you didn't have enough of this, the text, you can always layer that on top. What needs something right here? Yeah, that's perfect. So does this make anybody want to go decoupage? I could do this all the time. I think these lemons are just so refreshing looking. That one's cool. Let's do that. And I think this one will stand out because it's on the dark. And if that happens, I just pick those off. It looks a little different after things dry, but not that much. Just when I think I don't need any more napkins. You do need, you always need, Angie. You can't have enough. Where else? Do we have enough lemons? Could it be? Maybe a couple more little strips of paper. I kind of don't like the little gaps now. Like right here, you know? Sorry if my hand's getting in the way. It lets me go down lower on my camera, and I'm not used to that. I do kind of like when it's filled in. And then at the end, if you want, you can put like little jute wires. I do want to show you one thing about finishing this, how you can poke a hole with your crocodile. But let's see, let me just finish this. Yeah, I mean, it can just even be a little skinny strip, you know, just to cover up. So I'm thinking we probably didn't need to bother painting that white, but you never know. Painting is fun too. And I'm just gonna like fill in any of these little gaps here that have missing. It's just fun for the layers. And you don't need a lot, really. After a while, like I said, it just gets pretty loaded up. And it's all sticky. But it's good to go over things like that are big, you know, like this. That was a big piece, so it's good to kind of cover that up a little bit. And I think maybe we could get a lemon right here. Don't belabor them though, because sometimes they will fall apart. See, this is my favorite look. How it's like going over, you know, you can see the background coming through. All right, maybe. This really is fun. I don't know, maybe it just looks stupid, but I'm having fun. And that's what I need today. My brain has been too busy doing hard things. And more to come. Tonight we're going to dinner with friends of ours who I think, oop, that one picked up another lemon. But I can always use these. So once I cut them out, I don't get rid of them because I can use them on another project. So, you know, if you don't use them for this, just save them. I have a big bag full. Like, these are just ones that I've already cut out and I don't, you know, that's one less thing to do. So, what do you think? Is that good? I think that looks pretty good. Maybe, I'm gonna let that show through. All right, so let's let that dry. Now, sometimes I would think about painting inside depending on what's going in here, but this is pretty clean, so I don't think I will. Just got home from your Stitchers group. Hi, Dorothy. An idea. Lots of holes with crocodile big bite, then a candle inside. Jane, that is genius. I was thinking about that too. All right, I bet you are so proud. Okay, we got somebody going in to be a nurse. You just smash the cans, paint, and decoupage. You smash the cans? What do you mean about that, Maureen? That sounds kind of cool. Hey, Valeria. And Karen Rogers. All right, everyone's saying hello. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. Oh, the other thing, shoot. I had a whole, all right, we can do that for the next one. I think I'm going to do one more. But this one, I want to do some of my, like these are like spacers that I use to help when I was cutting out my intricate dies. I put in a piece of the deli paper. So I'm going to try that too. And then also just like a little piece of lace, which I think that's cute. Maybe I don't want to cover anything. See, you get too much good stuff on here. It's very cute though. Oh, I put my thing. Well, probably won't hurt to rinse it out a little. All right, and you do need a rag or a paint, you know, a paint rag or whatever, paper towels. Team Karen, all right. Where did I say? Oh, there, I left it. This is pretty thick. I'm not sure how this is going to stick, but it might work. I love that lace. Yeah, see how thick that is? But it's still, I think it's going to work. Probably the seam, the nylon lace is better just because it's thinner and it seems to hold better, but we'll just cake this on. That should work. And, well, maybe we could try a little piece of doily. Why not? This is pretty fragile, though. this is, oh shoot, I wish, oh, maybe right here. See, look at that, it's already sticking. Oh, and we found a new series to watch on Netflix. We watched The Vikings, and I liked it, but well, there's, I think, one more half season. So we found this one called The Lost Kingdom. It's similar, but it's really good. So we've been every night just sitting there. My poor husband was so tired. He got back from Korea and he's like, I just can't watch anymore. Like, all right, man. And especially well, here's a little piece. Look at that. I love that. It's very subtle, but it gives more pattern. And it's not thick like the lace, but it's lacy. Maybe right in here. So a lot of these, you know, they're bent or they're ripped or something, or not everything is poked out, but just grab what you like out of here and use that, like right there. You still can see through it, but I would say just paint over it one time. Don't go crazy with it because it is so delicate. Oh, I like this. Yeah. All right. So there's our, just saw a bunch of holes here. Yeah, I would say if you're going to go full coverall bingo, you know, don't bother painting it first. But if you're just going to put napkin on, do. Do I have everything that I can live with? All right. Okay, so that's one can. Take off top and bottom of can. Smash and flatten one edge. Decorate drill 2 holes on top so you can hang with wire or ribbon. Oh, I see. I get it. Flatten one edge. See, I just went through this. I used my crocodile. I don't know. Okay, this is dry now. Let me just show you on here. I just took the crocodile and washed it. It didn't seem to have a problem. This one I put an eyelet in. I put 2 eyelets in because I was afraid that it would come out too much. And I thought maybe if I threaded them through, you know, twice, that would kind of keep it so it didn't fall into the thing. But it's a little harder to pull, so now I just left it on that top hole. But I just took my crocodile, and if you use the big side, it will, The Last Kingdom. Uhtred, yes, 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 that's the one. He's adorable. He could be my grandson, but, you know, he's a badass. That's all I can say. All right, it sticks a little, but not bad. And then just go across from it. And I actually used a pipe cleaner on one. This is not all the way dry yet, but this is really, you know, you don't have to worry about being careful here. But then I just took a couple eyelets that helped it go in there smoother. Crocodile will punch the can. Yep, it sure does. This thing, I have had this for, I don't know, 15 years. Like, this is the original color when it came out. And then you just take the little setter here that has the big thing and, oops. And just squish it, and it's fine. So I do abuse my tools, but they pretty much stand up to it, especially this one. I mean, this is one of my favorite tools. And it always surprises me when I go to a class and people go to punch a hole with it with this. And it's like, the puncher is here. But now I just tell people because, you know, if you haven't used it a lot, you don't know. So what should we do with this one? I think I'm going to do an easy thing. I don't know. It's kind of shiny. I like the vintage idea. And I think maybe I'm just going to do this like we did with the last one, but start at the bottom. And then we will only have a little bit to fill. Such a mess. Where'd my thing go? Yeah, this is a tough tool. And his brother, Big Bite. I like that one too. I don't use that as much because it's so big. I don't keep it out. You know, I have to go like get a crane and get that. It's on a special shelf. It's heavy. But sometimes you can't get in the middle. Like if you're doing signatures in a book and you can't reach your crocodile down, or there's lots of ways to use that. Okay. This is kind of thick. I mean, the thinner pages are just a little better because they stay. And it's mostly you're adhering it. I mean, it should be sticking underneath, but the seams here are what's going to keep it on. Oops. And if it goes off track a little, because sometimes these cans aren't perfectly shaped, or, and then over here where they join, and stick them on well. And while we're at it, see down here, you might have a little gap or wrinkle. Don't worry about it. It'll shrink a little bit, but it's sitting at the bottom. It's not going anywhere. Try to work these out though, if you can. Okay. And then what do we want? Maybe go, this one has adhesive on the back. I don't think I want to do that. Let's just do a strip of, because this is like a lighter color. I'm just gonna, even though the writing is going the wrong direction, it's all right. See, again, we didn't need to bother painting it. Although now we've got these, so we're gonna have to work around them. So maybe I will tear and just patch. Oh, hang. That's a good one. Not really. Watching Uhtred, they're hanging on. Well, they don't hang that much. These were brutal times, guys. I am so glad I live now. My husband and I were both saying that. Thank God. Oh, those feudal or whatever they are. I don't know. 898 was one of the times that they put a date. Like, good Lord. Women had no rights at all. They were property, had to do whatever the men said. That would drive me nuts. Well, I'd be dead anyway, one way or another. I couldn't take it. I admit it. See, I've got a little bubble here. So, yeah, you might have to go under and kind of stick that down again. But, like, it's just not even a problem. Just do whatever you want. Because you just layer on top of it. If it's messed up and you can't stand it, just layer on top. Your mouth and you wouldn't survive. No, I'm not that. Oh, I have to tell you the latest with Verizon. I told my husband about all this stuff. He's like, yeah, but they're going to charge us and blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, I will call them one more time and ask them how I disconnect. And who knows, maybe somebody can help me. I'll give them one more try, which I didn't want to do. But so I called them yesterday and I got a supervisor who said, ma'am, there's no way we can take away the hold on your account. And I explained the whole thing again. And next thing I know, she said, okay, ma'am, you're unlocked. So she did it. after telling me she couldn't do it. And I was like, wow, thank you. And she said, all right, but I'm going to send you over to customer service and they can help you get things put back online. And I was like, great. Okay, well, then maybe I don't have to leave you guys. And she actually cared. That was nice to see. So she transferred me over, and the lady, I think, was like in the Philippines or something, and she said her system was down and could she call me back? Well, guess what? She didn't call me back yesterday, and today I didn't have time to try calling again, and I'm back in the thing of forget them, but I have to decide and I have to do it. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, that's cute. Oh my lord. You can add the glue to the can and the paper or spritz the paper lightly with water. Oh, that's a good idea. I bet that would soften it up. Yeah. Yeah, they're coming along. This we have to just kind of shape that. All right, so what should we do with this one? Let's do the, oh, this was the other thing. I was thinking we had ivy, and I thought it's not pressed, so I'm not sure this is going to stay. And these are kind of thick, but I just thought, let's see what happens if you do a leaf. Wait, let's do it here. I don't know what'll happen, but let's try. I'm going to give it a lot. We'll see what happens. They're just really cute little leaves. I'm kind of mad that I caved to Verizon, but they don't care. Just don't care. But the one lady did, and then I was encouraged again. I think this would be really cool if you preserved some and flattened, pressed some leaves or flower petals. The smaller you get, the finer they feel. Yeah, see, that's kind of coming up, but that's all right. Keep going over it. The one thing I'm not going to do is go back over to that place where I shamed myself. I'll find another Verizon service center. That's cute. See, you can just glue anything anywhere. There's such freedom in that. All right, well, I think I'm running out of stuff here, and it's probably time to go on to the next activity. But just to sum up, basically you can stick anything down. Kind of wish that was a little colored. I wish I had gone over that with maybe watercolor or something. I think these will be really cool, and I might have to go out and press some ivy if these stick, because look at that nice color. And just keep going over stuff. Don't worry, if you look at it, say you do a whole bunch of them and then you come back and there's something peeling away, just get your brush underneath and stick it back down. It's not a big deal. How fun would these be to put a napkin with silverware? Oh, that would be adorable. Like in the theme of your event, like lemons. Here, have a lemonade. Oh, here's a little can that has your silverware wrapped in it with lemons on it. That would be cute. I don't know what I want to do with this, but I might save this one and do more later. It's not bad to have some that are like a neutral background, and then if you wanted to add color to it later, or like Leslie said, a theme, you could do them all neutral and then just add, or you could, what you add in this, do a whole bunch of neutral ones that you could keep, and then when you want to add color, just add that color flowers or wrap a felt flower around it or something so that, they all kind of match, and then you can and use it and then take it off, you know, and then bring it back and do it again. So this was where I just twisted, I twisted 2 pipe cleaners together, different colors, and then just threaded them through here so you had a little hanger, or you could use this jute, you know, this I used my twist and style tool and I made a long piece and then I wrapped it through and just hung that. That's coming off. I need to glue that down. And same thing with this one. I don't really like the cord that I used here, so I would do something more, maybe this natural, but thicker, so it would hold, because this is heavy. Anyway, that is today's, whatever it is. Let me see. Let's go back up here. And look at that, guys. I'm getting there. You could stencil the can. That would be cool. Yeah, you could go, you know, stick one on and then go around it and peel it off, and you'd have that cool stencil. Yes, I love that idea. Leaves are, oh, gel press prints and then add them on. Came in from the garden, was wanting to watch instead of work. Was, oh, I know, it was hard to see in the sun. Yeah, they did come out pretty cute, I think. We have the lemon one. It's kind of mainly lemon. And then this one is, I don't know what it's going to be. I might add a couple more little ivy, but that's what there is, guys. So thanks for watching today. This was kind of a last minute thing because sometimes you just have to do the other stuff. But anyway, now I'm on this kick and I want to keep doing it. But we're going to go to dinner. Oh, I started to tell you, we're going on a cruise, I think, in December. And we invited our friend PA, actually, and her husband, George. The one that I did the video with her, she's just so much fun to travel with. We've gone on a couple things with them before. And so we're talking about going to Puerto Rico, actually. So Teresita and Millie and my roommate from college lives there. So anyway, I'm hoping we make it there. So we're going to do a planning meeting. All right. So we'll see you guys on Tuesday. And we're going to have a special guest in the beginning. And then we're going to do a fun project. Okay? Okay. Well, have a good weekend, everybody. Cruise to Scotland. I wish we had time. We'll get there after Hayward retires. Okay. Well, you're welcome. I hope now, if you guys do these, make sure you post them in the fan club so we can all see and enjoy them too. And if you need a little cool pen holder or tool holder or a vase or anything, you could use this to wrap presents with. I mean, they're just fun. And you're going to throw them out or recycle them. So you might as well, right? Okay. All right. Well, take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend, and we will see you on Tuesday. Okay? Thanks for watching. Bye.